Hello everyone, in this video I want to break down some of the limiting beliefs that have sort of haunted me for a long time. I think social media is a big issue and it plants a lot of different silly ideas and desires into your brain, which at the time you think, you know what, I'm making a lot of progress from this, but turns out you're not, because when you see that thing doesn't work, you're like, oh God, I'm going to jump on something else. And you just really end up forgetting what self-improvement's about, and you just get stuck on these silly ideas. Keto, for example, is great. It's great for your health. Like, it's good to get rid of all those nasty cells out your body every now and then. Like, fasting's great. But it works for some people, but it may not work for you. I know it doesn't work for me. I think it's unsustainable. I have much higher T levels when I've got carbs in my body. And my energies, it doesn't fluctuate. It's just more baseline, you know what I mean? And it's great to have carbs around your workouts. Not many, like I will never have more than 150 grams like per meal. But I think you need to stick to the basics at the end of the day. When you were first getting into things, you know, one of your older mates might have took you in the gym, just told you about protein, calories. I think you should really stick with that stuff, like, because that's what got you making progress in the first place. Like, just stick with the basics, and that's what I've started doing. I've just put carbs back into my diet. I'm just training heavy 6 days a week, and that's what I always did. Like, and I don't even know why I went off of it in the first place. I think it's just social media at the end of the day. You need to remember this though, like all these massive jack guys, like I watch Eddie Abu quite a lot. I think he's great, but things he says, might be right. You know, he probably has a better understanding than me, but the guy's on steroids. He's always been on steroids. And mate, he's got pretty amazing genetics. So all I'll say, I think clean whole foods is the way to go. You know, don't be afraid of carbs. It's literally about day by day, removing habit after habit. Like, if you have a piece of chocolate, you're not going to die. Like, progress gone. That doesn't work like that. And I think it can be really damaging to just sort of place some of these beliefs on you, like especially for us young guys. Like, it's a very confusing world as it is. So I think if you make things as simple as possible, just track your progress day by day, remove habit after habit after habit. You know, you might do 3 days and then you just do a bit of binge eating. Like, you know, it's not ideal, but you get back on track the day after, then maybe you do 4 days and 5 days, and you wake up in a year's time and you're like, do you remember when I used to eat junk food every day? And it's just that reality will just set in. So that's all I wanted to come on here and say. Like, use your own judgment over anything else. Like, I was thinking this earlier, like, I haven't watched self-improvement content in ages because, not to blow my own trumpet, but I actually have all the information in my brain. I know everything about self-improvement, like cold showers, training. Like, I know everything there is to know. Like, I know you get these little tricks, pieces of like science here and there that you learn, but I don't need to watch it anymore, because action taking and improving my discipline, all my values, that's what I'm working on now. I have a good understanding, and I bet a lot of you guys are like that as well. So I'd suggest just getting your journal out, just asking yourself questions. Like, I do it every day. I even have a video journal. Even on this YouTube channel, I just post videos on private and just talk to myself, just answer my own questions. And I think that's such a good practice. I didn't really know what I was going to talk about in this video. I was just going to rant, just like I do in my journals, but I think this has been quite helpful for you guys. Just a bit of wisdom, really, and I think a lot of guys will find this helpful. Use your own judgment, stick with the basics. Like, if something works for you, there's no need to go off of it. Like, you've got a good gift there if like something's 100% working for you. Like, I remember just building so much muscle just on a pretty high carb diet when I was about 14 years old, and quite annoyed that I went off of it, but it's a good life lesson. Just use your own judgment. Just because somebody else is doing something doesn't mean you should as well. They've probably been doing that a lot longer to look maybe a bit more jacked than you. Just stick at it. In 2 years' time, if you're not seeing any progress, go get some mentorship and follow somebody else's like way of doing things. But yeah, just ride the waves, just do the basics, get a little habit tracker, and mate, you're gonna see so much progress.